Hey guys, welcome back to Ava and I's podcast. Today we have a very special guest. We have Jeff number 831, otherwise known as the winner of Beast Games.
Let's go. Can we get a round
Let's
of
go.
applause
Hey.
for Jeff?
Yeah.
So glad to be on with you guys. You guys are the best. Yeah, super happy to be here.
Yeah, we're super excited to have you. Basically, we just want to break down how life has been after winning $10 million. That's like such an unbelievable sentence to say, you know?
Even today, it's been, I don't know, 6 weeks. It feels so weird to say.
Mhm.
Trust me. I know it's weird for you guys. It's weird for me.
Yeah, yeah. And it's like, we were literally just talking about like imposter syndrome. Does it feel real to you having that much money?
Yes and no. I mean, I like at the end of the day, it's like zeros and commas on a computer screen,
Right.
Right.
but it's nothing substantially has changed except for the fact that like I have access to kind of move the needle on some research stuff, and then it just gives our family a ton of peace of mind. But it's not like I've gone out and bought a Ferrari or anything.
Right. So what I want to start off with is what were your feelings and emotions the day the finale dropped and everyone found out you were the winner? How were your friends and family's reactions? Was there someone specific that like you were really excited to tell about it?
Yeah, there was a ton of relief. I mean, because I didn't tell anybody. So the only people who knew pretty much were Jen and Jack and my wife and my son who were there. So my mom and my dad, all my siblings, my friends, and think about like Patrick 930. So Patrick 930 was one of my best friends in the game, and like after the games we talked all the time. So and he is the ultimate strategist, ultimate kind of beast games. I mean, you guys know it. So like the fact that I couldn't tell him was like and the fact that I kept it from him, like, I was like, "Yes." I just
Right.
felt really, really kind of proud, like, "Hey, he didn't sleuth or any fingers of speculation to find out." So when I got to watch it with him and my family, it was, like, awesome to do.
Oh yeah, that
That
must
is
have
so
been great.
awesome.
Yeah, wait, I want to talk about so did they film your reactions when you initially watched the episode? Like that day
Yeah.
before? Did
Yes,
that
yeah,
come out anywhere?
yes, it did. I mean, I think it was on, John's
Yeah,
maybe reunion show, maybe?
I remember
I
seeing like literally a clip from it, but I'm like,
Yeah.
dang, I kind of wanted to see more reactions from that from you
I know,
guys.
and so do I. Yeah, it was fun to watch with everybody, 'cause I feel like, there was speculation like that, some people had different ideas that I won, some people thought Gage won, when most people knew who the top 6 were, but, still, like, no one knew for certain,
Hmm.
which is great.
Right.
So, like, when we watched it with everybody, we're always, like, looking around, okay, like, so Courtney gets eliminated, wait, and Emma, and they're like, "Okay, what happened?" So it was a ton of fun to watch with everybody.
That
Yeah.
is so awesome. And Jeff, I'm just curious, did you ever have a moment either like when you were talking to Patrick or anybody else where you like caught yourself almost slipping up or anything, or did you have it completely locked down the whole time?
I'm sure there was a time, but I really committed myself to kinda going, "Hey," like, I forget who said it. It might have been Klitz said it to us and said, "Hey, like, think about how much fun you guys have had here." We're like, "Oh my gosh, it's been awesome." I think this is in the top 6, and he's like, "Think about all the emotions you've had and all the feelings you've had." He goes, "Believe it or not, people at home, especially your family, will have those same feelings watching it. Like, do not rob them from that experience." And that kinda, like, hit me. I mean, obviously, Beast Games is life changing for all of us, and it's hard to explain. Obviously, winning it is very different, but even if you didn't win it, like I've talked to so many people that it has changed their life, and I didn't want to kind of rob my family or friends or anybody from the experience of the feelings I had of playing the game and making friends. So for me, it was a no-brainer not to share, but like I think there was like a time or two, especially with Patrick, where because we talked a ton, where I'm like, oh my gosh, did I say something I shouldn't have? I never kind of came out and said I won, but did I kind of lead him on that I knew more, like that I got really far in the final episode? But fortunately, I was able to kind of take him off the trail, and I think he really thought Courtney won the entire time until the final episode.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Dang. Yeah, it is
That's so
crazy that you
crazy.
hid it from Patrick because,
Yeah.
like you said, he's the one guy that's like gonna try to figure it out, and it's the fact that it's you that won, his quote unquote like closest person in
Totally.
the game is crazy.
But I gotta hand it to him. He never asked, and even sometimes like he would like he'd want to kind of strategize. He goes, "I'm going to share what I think might have happened, but I do not want you to tell me." And that's one thing that I do love about him is that's how much he loves the game. Is he wants to figure it out, but he doesn't want to do it kind of the easy way.
Right. Yeah. And he wants to be
Right.
surprised too, just like everyone else. So it makes
Totally.
sense. Yeah. Talking about right after that dropped, you gained a massive amount of followers in a very short period of time as soon as you became the winner. Was that overwhelming at all? Were you surprised with how many you gained at once?
Yeah, it's like I was never big on social media, and I kind of posted a couple times a year, mostly around fundraising for my son's condition. And so, like, I think I had like 500 followers in December, and then now it's I don't know 50,000 something.
Crazy.
Yeah, so it was bizarre to have the following, and then I just got a ton of direct messages, and like for me, it's one of these things where like in this position, I am nothing without Mr. Beast or Mr. Beast fans. So I'm like, I need to respond to these people. I want to respond to these people. So I'm finally kind of clawing out of the kind of the initial responses from fans and even just text messages from my friends, but it was the first couple days were super overwhelming, and then I'm home for a week, and then I go off the grid for 3 weeks for the Ruck, and, like, this is, like, my first kind of true full week back where, like, I feel like I'm settled.
But I do want to give you props because you began posting on YouTube before anyone knew you won, right? And you kind of started sharing your story and journey in Beast Games. And me and Ivy talked about it a lot. We loved how you did that as the winner as well because we were following your story as it was developing on social media. And other people were able to do that too. Whereas if you would have stayed silent, it would have been a lot different. So I think you did really, really well in getting involved in social media and also talking to fans on social media. I saw a comment the other day where someone was like, Jeff's actually super nice. He replies to like all of our YouTube comments if you have a question. And it's like a lot of other people that have a platform that you've gained so quickly wouldn't act that way. So I just want to give
Right.
like props to you for that.
Oh,
Yeah, 100%.
awesome. No, it was kinda like, drinking from the fire hose, like, I wanted to I've always enjoyed kind of intaking content creation, but I like, I do musical theater every couple years. I like
Okay.
kind of
Wait, what? I
yeah,
didn't know that.
Did not know that.
now, hey, yeah, you learn something new. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, so I can sing a little bit. I cannot dance. Don't ask. I can keep
Oh,
rhythm. I mean, I have rhythm. I need a coach. I need Scott. Remember Scott from Beast Games?
Yeah, but wait. Don't say you can't dance because we need to get you on Dancing with the Stars.
yes.
Well,
That needs to
exactly.
happen.
I would love to do it. And I mean, I have rhythm. I just need a coach. That's all I need.
Yeah,
Give me a little
exactly.
coach,
Hmm.
and I will crush it. Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah, we're like your number one supporters on getting you on
No,
Dancing with the Stars.
literally.
I swear, it would be so good. You would be the perfect person.
Oh,
It'd be so fun. God, and I would get in great shape too. Dancing is not easy.
Facts. Yeah. It is a lot of work, especially Dancing with the Stars. It's kind of overwhelming when you think about it, like having to learn a new dance.
Yeah, it's
right.
like hours a day. It's like it's your job for a week. So,
Right.
Yeah,
hey,
no joke.
We'll
call
see.
me. Dance with the Stars. Let's do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Get him
yeah,
on.
you heard him.
We're
And
definitely
wait, Jeff,
sorry.
before we move on from the content thing, after you won, did you know immediately you wanted to do that and like be very active on social media, or were you kind of concerned about anything getting leaked, or what was your mindset with that?
I'd say that's an awesome question. For the first week, I was like, wait, do I want to keep this a secret? If I do social media, are people going to think I won, or people going to think I lost? And then after that, I'm like, who cares? It's the internet. People are going to think what they want to think.
Right.
And the good news is, like, I mean, I saw in a lot of comments, like, especially as I got further into the episodes, like episode 7 or episode 8, like, there's no way bro won. Like, he wouldn't, like, if he won $10 million or $5 million, he wouldn't be on the internet doing this stuff. So I knew, I used to have a podcast for my work like 5 or 6 years ago, and I loved it. I interviewed some great people. So like I've always enjoyed doing it. So for me, I like the kind of the thoughtful conversations with contestants. I'm like, it's a no-brainer. So Jeremy and I started it. And then Jeremy's like, hey, like, you need to go on your own and do this more. And so that's when I think my first interview solo was Harrison, and I just loved that conversation about his perspective on the island. I learned a ton. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is great. So then it was Akira, then it was Dino, and so I just had a ton of fun doing it, and hopefully it continues.
Yeah, that was gonna be my follow-up question. Like, are you gonna continue to post consistently on social media?
Yeah, I mean that's the plan. I think ultimately I've kind of a handful of journeys that I'm working on. One is trying to find a treatment for my son. Two is like, and I love like sharing stuff about my family. I like, yeah, kind of health and wellness. And then obviously Mr. Beast and Beast Games is like I'm already kind of fanboying out on season two, even though like we don't even know when it is, when it's going to be filming, but I cannot wait to watch it. I cannot wait to see. And I really think season one was awesome. I think season two is going to absolutely crush season one because I think just the feedback from the viewers, from the fans, from the contestants. I think it's going to be like from a viewer's perspective, from a fan's perspective. I think it's going to be so fun to watch.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think it's gonna be a lot different than season one. More skill based and stuff like that. And
Right.
then we seen their casting for like brains versus brawn and strong and mental. So there's a lot of ways
I,
they could take it, but I'm excited to see
you know,
where it goes.
I have so many
Mhm.
theories about what it's going to be, but I do think I think I believe that they'll get down to a smaller pool of contestants quicker, and
Hmm.
you'll see more character development. Because I like once we got to the island, once we got to episode 5 in season one, it was like, oh, I get to know people. Then even in
Right.
episode 6, even though there was 50 people, you got to see like really Akira come out. You got to see Mikey from kind of the physical challenge. So you really got to see people's characters. And then after that, it was like, oh my gosh, like people get attached to people. So for example, like in my comments, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, the person people talk about the most, there's two people. Actually, I'll let you guess. Do you know who they are?
I don't know.
Well, and obviously that it's probably has to do a little bit with my content and kind of who I've had on or
Well, when you
okay.
say
Well,
that, I want to
I'll
say like
Yeah, I was gonna
Jeremy,
say
but
Patrick.
oh,
Patrick and Jeremy in my brain is who popped up, but
it's
I don't know.
well, it's Patrick is one and Patrick's number two, but the number one person is Dino.
really?
Oh.
Yeah, like the internet is like so much justice for Dino. Like
Mm.
Dino got kind of the raw end of the deal, and it's like for me like and think about it. Dino really only he had episode 2 and 3 where he had the $1 million bribe, and then episode 7 is really where you see Dino. Imagine if you had 3 or 4 episodes where you really get to know someone, and then something happens. Like so, that's what I envision season 2 to be like. Is you're really gonna have some strong character development from the get. And it's gonna be really cool.
So let's just get this question out of the way. Did you apply to be on season two?
I have not applied.
Are you going to apply?
Um, I don't know. I mean,
No.
back in the day, I was like, "Oh yeah, I should. Like, I got to go out. I got to defend my title." Just being silly. But part of me just wants to watch it and
Right.
experience it. But then you get the message from Jimmy, like bronze or brains. I'm like, oh my gosh, like yes, like this is going to be super competitive. And the competitor in me is like, I need to record a video.
Right.
So as of right now, I have not applied.
I
Okay.
think you should, baby. But it's also like even if you don't, far, far in the future, if Beast Games continues on, I'm imagining an All Star season, and that's where you'll show up, Jeff. So
I
Right.
I that would be cool, and I do think about, like, who would be on my season 1, like, all-star team or, like, first team all Beast Games. Like, I know you guys had, Harrison251 on
mhm.
last week. Even though he got out in episode 3, he is one of my favorite players. I think he would have absolutely crushed it long term. Like, I think about, like, who are some of the best players from season 1, and it's a kind of a fun experiment to think about.
Yeah, yeah. Harrison deserves so much more justice. That's what I said to him too. I said I feel like he would have had a big character arc if he was in the game for a longer time. So
No, for
Yeah,
sure.
and he just got popped by kind of a double meat sandwich, you know?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's very unfortunate.
Very unfortunate sandwich.
At least he ate it.
I know. I
Yes.
mean, just the way he went out, it's just who he is. Like I
Yeah.
was lucky to get, we sat next to each other on a bus for like 4 or 5 hours going into that first episode, and he was kind of quiet at first, and we started talking. I'm like, oh my God, this guy's awesome.
Yeah.
I hope did he apply for season 2?
I think he
I
said he didn't.
yeah, I feel like yeah, I think that's right. I don't think he had
I mean,
yet.
he's so busy. He's got so many things going on.
I know.
I
But
get it.
yeah,
Right.
that's why I told him like out of all people, I feel like he would have one of the greater chances of getting called back because of his
Oh,
situation
yeah.
and what happened to him. So we'll see. Oh wait, sorry, I have one more question about like social media that I just remembered.
Yeah,
So
bring it.
Jeff, have you seen like the edits of you
Oh,
online?
yeah.
Like just like all the
Like
fan edits on
on TikTok?
TikTok? Yeah.
Yeah, no, I had some friends send me those kind of early on.
They're so
Too funny.
funny. My favorite ones personally are the Hamilton edits, obviously.
Oh, I love the Hamilton edits because I'm a huge. Obviously, I just shared with you. I like musical theater. My oldest son Jack loves Hamilton. Like literally knows every song. So like when I saw those edits come out, I'm like, oh my gosh! I DM'd the one who created the edit and just said, thank you. They were so cool.
Oh, that's so awesome.
Aw.
Yeah, those are my favorites. I'm pretty sure I
I'm
reposted a
glad
couple of
I'm glad he
those.
didn't mention the Daddy's Home one.
Oh
Have
my
you seen that
god.
edit?
Yeah. Yeah, we have seen that.
Um, it's so
Oh my
funny. Like
gosh.
that was the first one I got, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, and then from there it really scaled up, I feel like,
Yeah.
Uh, no, hey, but I will take it. I
Yeah,
just love how creative the internet is. I
everyone
mean,
is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I never spent time on TikTok. My wife hasn't. Sometimes I'd grab her phone and kind of play around. Once I got on, I'm like, oh my gosh, Beast Games TikTok was really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love hearing other people's opinions of the show because it's
Yeah,
fun
all the
seeing it
theories.
from like it's fun seeing it from like an outsider perspective.
And you guys met on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember them? Like what was the moment you guys met?
It was like it was
It was
episode
episode
1.
1.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
So
Jinx.
I know. See, Jeff, me and Ivy are like on the same wavelength most of the time. It's
Like,
weird. It's
it's
actually weird.
crazy.
But
It's so crazy.
our friend Ben Kenny, which we had him on the pod like 2 weeks ago, he introduced us because he was 780 right next to Ivy on the platforms.
Yeah.
And Ben was like my best friend from Vegas. And he introduced us one time and we were like, oh hey. But like then never really talked
Yeah.
after that. And then we didn't get close till the island, pretty much.
Yeah,
Really?
and we were in the same cabana on the
Mhm.
island.
Yeah.
Who else was in your cabana?
Emma and Corn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's a pretty good. That's a
Yeah.
all-star
Yeah.
cabana. The island was so fun. It was just so good to like get to know everybody. And everything from volleyball to werewolf, and like people are asking like were you guys bored? Like wasn't like no, like there was just we were always doing something.
Mhm.
Do you remember our conversation we all had, like, strategizing in the pitch black on the island?
Oh yeah, it was this like after a werewolf. Like this is like midnight,
Yeah.
right?
Right,
Yeah.
right.
That was like one of our last nights there.
Yeah.
Good times.
So funny.
Yeah, so I want to move into the next segment, which is fan questions. Some are from Reddit, some are just from people from our Discord. So the first one that someone had was, how often did having a poker face come into play during Beast Games?
I mean, I think there's a couple ways to kind of think about that. It's like how, like when you think of a poker face, is are you able to kind of control your emotions, control your expressions? And so for me, like I always try not to ride the highs too high or lows too low. I try to be kind of more responsive than reactive. I think maybe some people might not know where I stand sometimes. Like if I'm excited, they might not see it, or if I'm pissed, they might not see it. So I think it's important to kind of probably guard sometimes how just to be able to process your emotions quickly and calmly and sometimes internally is really important in a social game.
Mhm.
So I'd have to say it probably helps for sure.
Yeah, and I feel like that's an like underestimated skill almost, being able to
Right.
keep control of your own emotions and stuff.
It takes it. I mean, it's a skill that you got to put effort into. I mean, when I was your guys' age, I was not very good at it. Like you guys are so much more mature
I mean,
than
I
I was at your.
guess, but I was bawling my eyes out on floor 4, Jeff, so
Oh.
I wasn't controlling my emotions very much.
I mean, that was. I mean, I was internally
Right.
so
Yeah,
sad.
exactly, but
I was just like,
internally, that's our
yeah,
difference. Maybe that's why you won
yeah.
Mhm.
and I lost.
Hey,
So,
you might be season 2 winner though.
yeah,
Oh.
maybe. If Jeff
Well,
says
Who
that,
I mean,
knows?
then
Yeah.
so my and we can go back to the fan questions in a second, but like, let's say you guys both get into season 2. How weird will you feel not wearing your number, or do you think you'll have
Oh
your
my
number?
goodness. I told Ava I randomly had a dream the other day that happened, and I was, like, so sad about it. I got, like, number 8 or something, and I was like, not
I don't like this.
781.
yeah, like
It's
that would
weird.
be
Like
weird.
I'm super attached to my number. just like
Mhm.
831. Like I'm like, oh yes, I feel so good in it. Like to have a different number, like
Yeah.
642, would be really strange.
No, I
Right.
completely agree.
I feel like it might even be worse, like, seeing someone else wear your number.
Mm,
Totally. Like like,
No.
I don't know, I'm not sure why, but like, you are 559.
right?
Another number like to me is like Janine is 339 to me. Like when she wore a 339, I'm like, that is so you. I have no clue why. But like to see someone else in a 559, like um
It's gonna
who
make
can I
you
throw?
uncomfortable.
It would be so uncomfortable. Like
Yeah. So
I
that's
don't
why
know.
we have to get called back for season 2 because we can't have anyone else have our numbers. That's the
No,
reason.
you gotta get that
Mhm.
number.
Yeah. Oh, wait, I'm not looking forward to that now that I'm thinking about it, though, like seeing someone else in my number,
If
unfortunately.
someone else has your number, you 100% have to root against them.
Yeah, yeah, like their
Yeah.
immediate enemy number 1.
Oh
Yes,
my
it's
goodness, imagine if 559 won season 2.
I would be pissed. Because then it's like they're 559 now, you know? Like
yeah,
Mhm.
I'm completely irrelevant now, so
yeah,
that would
totally.
suck.
You're totally irrelevant.
Well, let's hope that doesn't happen, guys.
Yeah,
Hopefully we get called back.
yeah.
Did you guys record your application videos together?
No.
I didn't can you even do that? I don't know.
I just didn't know if you, like, helped each other out.
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, we told each other, like, what we talked about and stuff. But,
Yeah.
well, yeah, I don't wanna get too deep into it because we don't know yet.
Yeah, yeah, I
Yeah.
know. Fingers crossed. I'm rooting for you
Yeah.
guys.
Thank you.
Alright, so going back to the fan questions, the next one was, did you buy anything for fun after winning the money?
Um, I bought some, like, recording stuff. I bought a new camera. I bought a pair of running shoes. Like, again, it's one of these weird things where it's like it still hasn't really hit me. I
Mhm.
haven't let it hit me. I bought my wife kinda something nice for her birthday, and then I went on a beach vacation. But, like, there's nothing like that I've gone, "Oh my gosh, I bought this brand new watch or, a boat." So, I wish I had something crazier to tell you, but maybe later this year, I think I'll splurge and get something for me.
Gets
Okay,
you.
okay.
So boring, I know. It's like, "Come on, Jeff, like, get something." Like,
Yeah.
so I'll ask me again in October, and I can assure you I'll have something fun.
Perfect, yeah. Well, make sure to follow
Okay.
up in October.
Yes, October. That's the month.
It's, like, so random.
Yeah.
So, next one was or is there anything you wish they included in Beast Games that wasn't shown? Like, any scene or, like, moment, like, funny moment even that you wish was in?
I thought the dance party was, like, one of my favorite
Yeah.
parties ever. Like, again, you think about a dance party in real life, you think about, like, late night, alcohol, lights. This was during the day, obviously no alcohol, and everybody was having so much fun. This it's the hardest I laughed for sure in all of 2024. Like, I loved
Wow.
the dance party. I thought the dance party was awesome, and actually looking at it in retrospect, it was we had steak dinner that night, like a really good steak in the city, the dance party. The next morning was the potato sack race, and then we get rug pulled into the cubes. It was, like, brilliant from the Beast team.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Kinda fatten us up, get us all happy, and then just crush us in the cubes.
Yeah.
I know.
Jerks.
I know.
Um,
High such a high, but it's such a low.
and then, I mean, I think, I know the one part I'd love to see more, and they actually showed a lot when you really think about character building and kind of the drama. This is the most drama they showed, but the magenta room was we had a great conversation with JC. Obviously, it got heated, and then even afterward, like he and I walked out, and I put my arm around him, like, and this is like everybody else walked out. Like we have like 7 cameras on. I'm like, okay, do I have this conversation in front of the cameras or not? And I'm like, screw it, I do. I want to because he's my friend. And I put my arm around him. I'm like, dude, I have no clue what you're talking about. Like zero clue. And like I wish more of that was explained, but also part of me is like it's kind of cool that like the viewer has to make up their own mind what they think happened.
Right.
Yeah, that's a good perspective to think about it. Because, I mean, their ultimate goal with the editing is stir up the drama, make them question what really happened. So they did it perfectly. Give them
Well, I
that.
mean, everybody questioned what happened. That's the crazy thing is like Patrick, JC, like I'm like literally. I remember going to Patrick. I'm like Patrick, like what? Did I miss something? Did I miss the conversation? And he was like, I don't think it, but like Tawana said something like maybe it did happen. So anyway, it was one of these weird situations that like again made for awesome TV, but definitely and it changed everything that happened obviously in that episode. But me as the winner, like I have to thank everything that happened. So I'm happy JC did what he did.
Right.
in retrospect, it worked out perfectly.
Yeah, I
Right.
mean, you literally wouldn't want it any other way because you won. So,
Yeah, no, I
yeah.
mean, and that's like that's one way I do look at life is like, I mean, like you have to, like, especially if you're happy with your lot and where you are, like you have to thank everything that's happened, even if it's even if it's something that's been horrible and challenging. I just truly believe that there's beauty in the bumps. So it's like you got to look at the bumps, find the beauty, thank it, and just keep moving on.
Absolutely. Again,
Yeah.
more inspirational words from Jeff. Dude, it's funny, Jeff. Like, I literally couldn't imagine. I mean, I guess I could, but like in reality, I wouldn't want anyone else to win other than you. Especially like how
Oh,
you
yeah.
Oh,
handled it after. Like, it's crazy. I couldn't imagine Beast
oh,
Games with any other winner.
oh, you're
I
awesome.
completely agree.
Um.
This is why I love you guys. This is why you guys are the best. You make me feel good.
Oh, well, you make us feel good. You
Aw.
always hype us up,
Yeah.
so it's mutual. It's mutual.
It's mutual
Mhm.
Yeah.
forever.
Yeah. Okay, so the final fan question, which I probably, well, maybe I don't know the answer to, but, and it's also relating to like doing anything for fun, but did you go to the casino at all after you got the money?
No, I spent way too many years in the casino, and I stopped going to the casino a decade ago. And the crazy thing is like the moment I stopped going to the casino, it was the moment I just started attracting money into my life. So I kind
Really?
of like go,
Mm,
yeah, it's crazy how
wow.
it works. So yeah, it's you know, people are like, hey, you have a great, you know, you read her like a book, you play poker. Like I was a good, I am a good poker player. I just don't play poker.
Mhm.
So it's I had too much good luck that I wasn't going to kind of risk it on a roll of the dice or a
Right.
blackjack table.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree with that. I mean, if it were me, maybe I would put it on like $100 or something. 100 on black.
But
Yeah.
no, I mean, but it would make for like because sometimes I kind of daydream, like someone like Gage. So let's say Gage won. The fact that he flipped a coin for $5 million, you
Oh
know,
my goodness.
is just
Yeah.
wild. And what if he took 5 million and put it on like black or red on roulette? Like, how awesome would that be?
Yeah.
I don't think you understand. Like, obviously you watched it, but to like see that them roll out that other 5 million and to like look at Gage, and I knew Gage well, and like you realize like, oh my gosh, he really wants to do this, and then he grabs it. I'm like, just sitting there going, he's gonna flip a coin for $5 million. Like we either get to 10 or he goes home. Like it was the ballsiest move I've ever seen. And he did it so confidently with a smile on his face. It was like that was probably my favorite part of the entire game.
I couldn't imagine being there, watching it. Just
Oh
watching it,
my
I
gosh,
freaked
no.
out. Like I was freaking out.
And
Woo.
one thing I'll tell you, like you think about how much we wait in Beast games.
Mhm.
Like you get to a set, you wait, and I get it. It's just the nature of kind of trying to wrangle, you know, 1,000 contestants or even 50. But when we went from the city to the hangars, like in a little van, they put blindfolds on us outside, and they take us in. And from the moment they put blindfolds on to the moment we're on the set is probably 15 minutes. It was like it was the quickest we've ever gone from hey, let's get ready to hey, it's starting. And then you know, fast forward 10 minutes later, they're wheeling out the other pyramid of money, and I'm like, all this happened so quickly. It was like so hard to process.
Yeah.
Wow.
But
I
yeah,
bet.
that's a
Oh my
question
gosh.
that I had. So was the finale, was it all filmed in one night?
Yeah.
Was it
It
long?
was probably yeah, so we got probably over to the hangar where we filmed at, like, maybe 8:30 or 9, and when I came out after I won, the sun was up.
Oh
Wow.
geez.
It was like 7 AM, you
And
know,
it's like
and it was super high pressure, and, like, everything changed, like, you get there and, like, people are looking at you now. People under like, especially the production team, like, they knew this is the last day.
mhm,
And how fun it was for us, I'm sure it was like it's a once in a lifetime experience for whether you're a camera person or whether you are a production assistant or whether you are Tyler or Jimmy, it doesn't matter. So to know it's all coming to an end, you know, they start looking at you differently. And then as people get eliminated, you know, in between kind of challenges, we get put on ice. So we can't talk to each other. They put us away from each other. We would go to the restroom and the restrooms would be the ones outside. A production assistant or someone would go in before to make sure there was no notes left for us. It
uh,
was like
Oh, wow.
super like, and it felt really cool. So then I remember we get down to the final two, and like just Tawana and I, and like people are really looking at us differently. Like, oh my gosh, like this is it. These are the two people. And I remember like trying, and Tawana is just like such a badass. So I'm trying to like find her eyes. Like I was trying to like get in her head a little bit. I'm like, if I'm gonna beat Tawana, like I have to try to intimidate her. I don't think I really did. I think I just kind of confused her with my just showing a different side of Jeff. So I was like trying to find out like where she is. Can I and like they made sure we were so separated that like we could not even connect with each other. So it was super high pressure and you felt it from everybody. And then at the end, like they removed you remember the director on the pillars was always like back to your pillars, back to your pillars.
Yeah.
He was like my production. He was my handler for the last challenge. Like so they struck the staff so much that they removed I think it was most of the Amazon Prime folks. It was just Beast Team and a few other folks because they wanted to eliminate anybody leaking what actually happened. So it was like it was weird. It was like that final challenge was like kind of an empty set. It was like 6:30 in the morning. It was just it was an awesome but like strange sequence of events.
Wow. That is so crazy.
Do you see like I could imagine a million different scenarios if I was there. I see this is where I don't think I really would be calm, cool, collected, whereas Jeff, you definitely were. And that's what really threw off Tawana too. When you started getting intense at the table, me and Ivy were like, what? Like we've never seen Jeff
Oh my
like that
gosh.
Who is
before.
this?
Yeah.
It was so funny.
Yeah,
So
no,
good.
it was because and Tawana and I like we knew each other since the Pillars, obviously 830, 831, but we're also kind of the elder statesmen. Like we're kind of like the moms and dads.
Mm.
And so like we always like Tawana was notoriously independent. Like she didn't have any alliances, but she was friends with everybody. But I would always like kind of check in with her and like I just trusted, respected her a ton. And so it was just kind of cool to like it's like it was really cool to compete against her. Like I told her this from like episode 1, like I want to go against you at the end. That would be my dream to compete against like a competitor like her. So at the end, she was always cutting a promo. She always had the eyes and her looks and so for me to kind of try to reflect it back to her, she was like, "What is going on? Who is this?" I think it worked to a degree. It was it was amazing.
Yeah. So actually, talking about the final game, we want to play a little game with you and see if you can catch our bluff. So
Oh, sweet.
we don't have the $100 million budget like Beast Games. In fact,
Yeah.
we have no budget. So here are our cases.
Okay.
And we on the back, we already wrote the case number that we picked. So there's no
Okay.
cheating. We're gonna go one at a time, and you're gonna try to guess which one we picked. Okay?
And you guys are you each pick separate numbers?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
okay, I guess I'll go first. All right.
Yeah, you go first.
So I don't think you would pick 5 or 5 because you have 2 5s in your number, unless you really, really like that. I don't think you'd pick 6 either because that'd be weird because I already picked 6. 8 doesn't seem like a Philly number to me. I'm gonna have to go with 7.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it might not be right, but I'm gonna go with 7.
Okay. Well, let's see if you just lost $10 million.
Oh no, I think I did. I gotta give it back.
The answer is number 4.
4.
So
Hey.
I would have beat Jeff. Wow.
You totally crushed me.
Wow.
Why'd you choose 4? Just out of the blue?
It's actually my favorite number, so I'm glad you didn't
Really?
ask what my favorite number is.
4 is a good number.
But yeah.
Oh, so hey, but this is great. So now I get to go with Ivy,
Yeah.
right? Now I'm
Yeah.
gonna ask her
Okay,
some questions.
mine's not as well drawn as Ava's is, but
Okay. So Ivy, did you pick the number you wanted before you drew the things on the front?
yes.
Okay.
But yeah, I didn't number them until later, but
Um, do you like odd numbers or even numbers better?
I would say typically even.
Okay. So it's probably an odd. The number I like is probably the one that I think is the smallest box that you drew.
Oh, okay.
And it's an odd. And so I'm gonna go with 3.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
It was 3.
What? What?
I would have lost Jeff in the end.
Amazing. I
Yeah,
got
it
it
was
back.
3.
Wait, what the
How,
heck?
that's crazy.
Unbelievable.
That's actually
Wow.
crazy.
Wait, that's
I
actually
got, my,
so
so
crazy.
I got my 10 million back.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah, you got it back.
So,
You
so
would've-
Ava, Ivy owes you $10 million is what it is.
Facts.
Oh, yeah.
Dang. Now you have to go
So-
back for season 2, Ivy.
Oh,
so you can
man.
get me my money.
Yeah,
See,
no, I guess I have to.
I should have asked you questions, Ava.
Eh,
That's my problem.
Wait.
yeah, true, because you probably would have gotten it if you dug a little deeper. That's crazy though, Jeff. You do have
Yeah, that's
an
that's
intuition or
wild.
something.
I don't know. Yeah, I
I
mean,
don't know.
I'll take it. It could have been any number, but yeah, for some reason I was thinking 3 for you. Ivy,
Wow.
you look like 3 is a number that resonates with you.
Yeah,
3,
Yeah.
it is.
3 was one of my favorite numbers growing up.
Oh, really?
Remember,
Yeah, wait, did you pick
6
it
is
Man.
specific?
6 is my new favorite number.
That's
Oh,
valid.
yeah, as it should be.
Yeah.
Should
Clearly,
be.
Yeah. What was there a reason you picked 3, Ivy, or no?
Yeah, so I have 2 siblings, so there's 3 of us, and then there's 3 letters in my name. That's really it. So nothing crazy, but
And Jeff?
and she knew I was gonna pick it, so she wanted good content.
Right.
That's just
Yeah,
how
yeah.
that's how committed to the content she is.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I texted Jeff right before this, I said, "Pick 3. Pick 3."
No,
By the
you're
way, I love this. This is so fun.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately that's the end of the game. That's
Yeah, that was
that's
the
all
only
we
game.
have.
Actually, then I should do a game with you guys.
Ooh.
Let's see what I can do here. Okay, I have a paper clip. Okay,
Okay.
so I had a 1 in 8 chance. So I had a 12.5% chance of getting Ivies. You have a 50% chance.
Okay.
So who's gonna go first?
I wanna go first.
Okay.
Okay, well, here you go. So I'm gonna
Okay.
put it behind my back,
Okay.
and I'm gonna put it between 2 hands, and then I'm gonna put my hands out so you know that
Mhm.
I cannot move them.
Okay.
And then you get to guess which hand it is, and I'll
Alright.
show you.
Okay, it's your right hand.
So this one.
Yes.
This is my right.
Okay. Yeah, I'm getting nervous. Yeah, I'm gonna say right.
You ready?
Mhm. Oh.
Loser.
I lost to Jeff twice now. Twice.
Okay.
Wow.
It was on my left.
Oh
Okay.
my gosh.
All right, let me cook.
All right.
I'm ready.
Here we go. Here it is.
See, now I'm gonna
Let's see.
second guess
Okay.
myself because it's like, is he gonna do the same hand? Is he gonna
Yeah,
reverse
yeah,
that's-
psychology me?
That's tricky.
Oh no, this is
Okay.
pressure.
Maybe I won't even. Maybe I'll confuse myself so I don't know what hand it's in.
Wait.
This is all
All
ploy.
right.
He's trying to
Not
trick
sure how I
me.
would do that.
Okay. I'm gonna go. Crap. Oh! I'm gonna go left hand. I'm going left hand.
Your left, my left.
Yeah, you're left.
Oh, I think you're right. Look at his face.
I don't know. That
You
makes it
ready?
look like I'm wrong. Yeah. Let's go!
You got it.
Let's go!
Oh
God,
my gosh.
You have won so much money from me.
Yeah, what the heck? Dang, if only
Amazing.
we were still in the games.
Yeah.
Hey, I think there will be some bluffing in season 2 for sure.
Oh
Because like
yeah.
one of the reasons why like I wanted to try to get into Tawana's head a little bit, even during the coin flip, was because like I'm like we haven't done any bluffing at all. I am not the best bluffer. Like at least in my mind, I didn't think I was. I'm like the only way I can win a bluffing game with her is if I can somehow get into her head. I think, but so with that, the only bluffing we had was that final challenge and the island. It is kind of interesting how the island challenges were very similar to the episode 10's challenges.
Yeah, actually, I
Right.
didn't really put that together. Yeah, but I was also expecting a lot more like bluffing stuff in season 1. I mean, that's just a big thing that Mr. Beast has done in the past. So I guess it makes sense that it was the final challenge.
Yeah, I know. Like I love how they make such simple games complex, and I think season 2 is going to be crazy. I hope it is.
It
Like I
will.
really can't wait.
Okay, so we've done our little roulette game. I like that you threw out your own game, and I just like that I won.
Yeah.
So I'm happy
Yeah, I
about
mean
that.
Yeah.
you beat 831.
Yeah.
You did it. 559 is greater
Wow.
than 832.
Yeah, clip that.
Whoa.
That.
Yeah. That one.
Okay, yeah, so this is just like the final kind of wrap up segment that we want to do. We want to talk about your ruck a little bit because, you spend a lot of time out there. It was definitely hard to do. I did it for one day and I was like, oh, this is a little harder than I
Oh yeah,
thought.
you did. That was
So,
awesome.
for those who don't know, what is a ruck and like how far did you go?
Yeah, so a ruck is kind of walking while carrying weight on your back. So like you think about like military people like called like a rucksack where you carry your equipment. So we walked. It was myself and Jeremy 991 walked the entire state of California, kind of from the Nevada border to the coast, 365 miles, carrying the weight of my son Lucas. who has creatine transport deficiency to kind of signify the 365 days a year that he has to carry the weight of the disease. And I'll be honest, I did not train. I did not train super hard. Like things just got busy after in the last couple months. So for me, I was just nervous. I was like, oh my gosh, how am I going to do this? I'd never rucked more than 15 miles in a day. And we ended up kind of rucking an average of like 22 miles a day, and it was awesome. Like it was so beautiful. Had a handful of beast folks kind of come and ruck with us: Jordan, Lyric, Gage, Patrick, Gary, Justin, Brennan. I'm probably missing somebody, but it was a ton of fun.
Yeah, it looked awesome. Your lives, Jeff, I was cracking up at your
Oh my
lives.
goodness.
Like, I would send like random questions that I thought you would like laugh at or something.
And the lives were so great because like my phone, just the screen, I couldn't see it. So like I had to get really close to it. I looked like an
Oh
old
my
man.
gosh.
But it was like I can't read the questions. And I've never done a live before. And then like that one live we were at Taco Bell and like these kids come out and like are talking and like, wait, that was you from Peace Games? Oh my gosh. So it was I need to do more lives. I had a lot of fun. Do you guys do a lot of lives?
We recently got into it on TikTok. We go live
Mhm.
every so often, but we want to do it more often. But you definitely should. It's
It was
so
Yeah.
fun.
fun. Yeah.
And I need to do more lives and I need to do more kind of AMAs. Like I
Mhm.
definitely I love the fans questions. So like I need to get out in front of them more often.
Yeah. I mean, you're already doing so well, so
Right.
don't think you're like lagging on that. But yeah, lives are fun. It's fun to like be interactive with the community. So we would love to see more of that. Hopefully we do.
Yeah.
But
And thanks for rocking with me. That was awesome.
oh yeah,
Like
yeah, it was fun.
do you remember how many miles you rocked?
I did 4.5 miles, so
It's pretty good. It's not easy.
not nearly as close as you, but
But it's I mean, carrying weight and walking is kind of one of the best. Like walking is the most underrated exercise I think in the world. Like I love to walk and it's just good for kind of stress relief. But carrying weight doing it is a different ballgame.
yeah. And it conditions your body. And honestly, I want to start doing it more because one, I want to do a lot of backpacking trips coming up. And obviously, you have your big ass backpack hiking up these hills. So I definitely need to train for that. But yeah,
Have you decided? Are you going to do the West Coast or the East Coast?
I haven't decided yet. I haven't decided. But it's most likely I'm leaning towards the East Coast just because it's more convenient.
Yeah, I
So
think that's good. Yeah, and you
yeah,
probably know some more folks that you can, you know,
exactly.
hop in their place and take a shower if you need to.
Exactly, and, like, on my way
Right.
down, I can visit Ivy, I can visit Maddie,
Mhm.
I can visit Corn, so there's, like, a lot of people that I could stay with on the East Coast,
Oh,
so
that'd be sweet. Well, and
yeah.
it's fun to have them kind of join you for a couple days too.
Me and Ivy's okay, sorry, this is such a weird side note real quick, but I have an irrational fear of dinosaurs, like, real life like, life-size
Yeah.
dinosaurs, right? Like, animatronics or whatever.
Yeah, we just talked about this the other day.
And I told Ivy, which is probably a bad idea on my part because now she's sending me videos of these
'Cause then
giant
yeah.
dinosaurs.
And then we were talking about I was like, "We should face our fears and take Ava to Universal where they have the Jurassic Park, like, giant, like, animatronics."
Yeah.
And so we're thinking that might be something we do when she's on her trip.
I
Yeah.
think you have to. And I mean, and like, there's this traveling dinosaur, like giant life size that like would go from city to city. And I took my son a couple years ago, and it was you drive through. It was awesome. So like, I'll find out what that was and send it to you. You
Yes.
you you have to do it. And you
Oh.
have to document it.
Okay.
Yes.
Maybe
Yes.
so.
I do you have any weird irrational fears?
Mine well, so it started because wait, I don't even know how we got on that topic when me and her had our original conversation, but mine was I'm afraid of, like, cartoon wolves, like, I can't watch something that has a cartoon wolf in it. Like, I don't know why. I don't know why. And then she told me the dinosaur thing, and I was like, "Well, we can actually face that fear." So,
Cartoon wolves would be a tough fear to face.
I know, I
Uh,
don't know how I'd do that,
yeah, and I
but
don't know how much it's worth it to watch like Wile E. Coyote.
right, right. I
Oh
don't
my,
know.
I cannot wait to watch the dinosaur content.
Oh my god. What's your
It'll be
irrational
good.
fear? Do you have one?
No, I mean,
He has no fear.
nothing, no, nothing super weird. I'm sure there's something I
Yeah.
just can't think.
Or there's something that you don't know you're scared of yet, but you are. You just
Oh,
don't know
Right,
it yet.
100%. Yeah, I
right.
mean, like I used to like, geez, till I was like in my mid 20s, hated going up the stairs from basements. Like, so I grew up in the
Mhm.
Midwest. We had basements.
Mhm.
Anytime like, I'm like, oh my gosh, my basement. Like I always thought like, oh gosh, someone's gonna grab me.
Yeah.
The good news is now in California there's no basement, so maybe that fear has naturally gone away. Um,
True.
Yeah.
That's
but
so
basements
valid
can always
though.
creep me
I'm in the basement right
Mhm.
now, Jeff. So now I'm kind of
out.
scared.
Mm.
But yeah, I
Oh,
used to sprint up the stairs when I was little, like hitting the lights real fast and just be
Same.
like,
oh yeah, totally. That's
Yeah.
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 That was me until I was like 25.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, so now we all exposed our irrational fears. I guess it's a good
Yeah.
sign to start wrapping up the podcast. Literally,
Yes, exactly.
yeah, all we have left is we just want to roll out the red carpet for you. Probably anyone that's watching this already follows you and knows you, but if not, shout out your social media channels, things you have coming up, and want people to know about.
Yeah, I mean, best way to follow me is on Instagram, legacy.831, YouTube at legacy831 official. So been on a handful of podcasts that have been recorded recently that should kind of get released soon, including this one. And I'll just post them on Instagram and follow. But yeah, just keep hopping in the comments. Tell me what you kind of want to see. Obviously on YouTube, like and subscribe. Like I really want to figure out some awesome stuff to share. And I want to hear what the fans want to see. So follow, comment, and appreciate all the support. It's been awesome
Love that. The best person to win Beast Games, like I said.
Mhm.
until season 2.
Yeah. You'll still be the best winner though. Like think about it, you're the
Hey,
Yeah,
the
definitely.
first ever. You'll never be
Yeah.
forgotten.
well, and part of me well, thank you for saying that. Part of me I don't watch Survivor, and I know that might be a surprise, but like I kind of want to watch Survivor, so your
Yeah.
Survivor recaps I can watch too.
Jeff, you
Um,
need to
Yeah.
watch. We can add you to the group chat with Patrick, Maddie, and Yessie. We're all in the Survivor group chat, and
I know, but you guys are like at a different level. Like I'm like in
no,
preschool,
no, we're
kindergarten.
not. We're
No.
not. Yessie's
Yeah,
never
you'll
watched
be
before.
good.
Yessie's new.
I think
Yeah.
I would. I mean, I watched a long time ago. I think I would love it. I just need to
Yeah.
get into it.
No, yeah, you definitely would.
Mhm.
So yeah,
Are
definitely.
there any other shows like Survivor? I'm sorry, I'm hijacking your questions. That you guys like? Like you guys watch Traitors?
Yes,
Yes.
I
We
love
love traders.
Traitors. Do
Okay,
you?
all right. No, well, I mean, people told me that I need to watch it, and I started watching it, and I fell asleep. But is it kind of
Yeah.
like Werewolf?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
literally
Yeah.
basically werewolf. So, and
Okay,
that's funny. I talked to my sister about you, and I was like, low key, Jeff could get cast on Traitors because of his final
Oh, yeah.
challenge and how he has like a poker face and like can do that. So maybe we'll see you on Traitors. I don't know.
Yeah.
That'd be
ooh,
awesome. So
That would be so
who knows?
awesome.
yeah, we'll
I gotta
see.
figure out what's next.
I mean, I think opportunities will come to you. So
No,
Mhm.
I got some great ideas. I think there will be some good things happening this year for
yeah,
sure.
for sure. So I'm excited to see where we all are in like a year from now. Maybe we can do a little check in and be like, how far have we come
Yeah.
since then? It'd be awesome.
Look how far we've come.
Right.
Where are they now?
Yeah. Yeah, where are these Beast Game players now?
Be so good.
Yeah, I guess that wraps up this podcast. I just want to say thank
Yeah.
you again so much for coming on, Jeff. We know you're a busy man. We really appreciate you coming and talking to us.
You two
But
are
you
the
see
best.
for
You really are. Like you, I'm so glad you guys are friends. You guys are so cute with each other.
Thanks. If you enjoyed listening to us talk to Jeff, make sure to like this video, comment down below who you want to see next, and subscribe to our channel. Also join our Discord channel to get more involved on upcoming videos that we have coming out and just chatting with me and Ivy. But besides that, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you guys soon. Bye!
Bye.